Sign up to the SBR Network and use your free daily bet points to earn real-world prizes. Click on the page and start winning now.
Hi, welcome to SBR Forum Videos. I'm Peter Loshak. We are previewing the second round of the 2014 NHL playoffs, and we're welcoming back a new guest who previewed some of the opening round series with us, Tony Brown. Before he came to us from allplayswin.com, recommended by Troy West. Tony, thanks for being with us.
Thanks for having me back, Pete.
All right. You did a good job with a lot of your predictions. You got some great calls in the first round. Give a quick plug for anyone who wants to know a little bit more about you before we get into this first series we're going to discuss.
No problem. My name is Tony Brown. I'm a professional handicapper. I've been doing it for about 7 years. I'm the owner of the Truman Sports Group. We're a handicapping service. You can YouTube my channel at Truman Sports Group in the search, and you'll find out all about us.
Okay, awesome. Sounds good. All right, Rangers Pitt. This is the first series we're going to discuss, and this might be the toughest out of the three. I don't know. This is a tough one, right? Right now at Pinnacle, Pitt is minus 150 to win the series. The Rangers are plus 136. And, you know, both these teams have some very good things to recommend them. Both have some flaws that are cause for concern, right? The Pitt is very top heavy. They have elite top six talent in their forwards, but their bottom six is very questionable, very suspect and subpar. Rangers are kind of the opposite. They're not getting a lot of production from their stars like Nash, but they do have four lines they're actually pretty deep, and their third and fourth lines were pretty productive in their opening series. And Marc-Andre Fleury, always a big question mark. Lundqvist, usually he can be relied on to be good to great, and in the opening series in the playoffs he was pretty good, not necessarily great. This is a really tough one. I don't know what I think. What's your opinion, Tony Brown?
Well, you remember in the first time I came on your show, I said Pitt was my favorite, my personal favorite to come out of the East. I said with Sid the Kid on the team and all the experience that they had, I think that they were better than Boston. I think they were better than Chicago. So that was my personal favorite to come out of the East. So I don't change. I don't waver. I still like Pittsburgh coming out of the East. Although this will be a tough series. It's going to go 6 or 7. New York is not a pushover. Okay.
Well, what about the fact that as talented as Pitt is up top, they probably have their depth as a weakness?
Oh, for sure. That's why I said it's not going to be an easy series. Right. It's going to go 6 or 7, and that's the main reason why New York's going to stay with them. Their depth and Pitt's lack of depth is what's keeping this from being a blowout. But the original starters for Pitt and the way that Nash and St. Louis has been playing in the playoffs, they're the stars of the stars for New York. Sure. They have to show up, and they haven't been showing up.
What about Marc-Andre Fleury? Always a question mark in the playoffs. He looked a little bit shaky in the opening round, but wasn't that? He's obviously good enough to win the series for them. Does that concern you?
No. I think the second round is when everything shapes up. The first round is when you get your upsets, when you get all your high-scoring games, when it's the first round of the playoffs, and these have been one of the best opening round playoffs I've seen in a long time. But now all the nerves are gone, everything starts to pan out. I think Fleury will be okay.
All right. Well, you make a good argument. It's just, I guess it just depends on whether you think the Rangers stars are going to show up and how much Pitt stars are going to excel. And you obviously are a believer in Pitt, and you will take Pitt minus 150 to win this series, right, Tony?
Great value. It should be a lot higher than that. So 150, you need to jump on it if you believe in Pitt, and I do believe in Pitt.
All right. Nice analysis, Tony Brown. Thanks.